Negotiations. So, picking up off the previous topic where we focused on leverage, this is going to play a key role with regards to you being able to negotiate your salary, your paid time off, your benefit package, your incentives, your bonuses, and really just putting yourself in a position to get the best offer possible. In my opinion, you want to get whatever it is that you can get up front. Typically, when you get inside of an organization, there's going to be parameters, right? And there's going to be stepping stones with regards to getting to a particular opportunity. Annually, you may see anywhere from a 3 to 5% increase, sometimes lower, 2.75% increase in your salary. So, again, once you get in the door, you can't expect these big bumps unless you're being championed by somebody within the organization that's going to say, okay, this young lady is going to be on a fast pace or is a high potential candidate, and they're going to excel throughout the company, right? And so we're going to have these milestones for them. And so when they achieve a certain thing, we're going to look to put them in that next role. And so typically through promotion within a company or a corporation, that's where you will see the better increases in your salary. So with that said, it's very important that, again, you try to get what you can get up front. And you do that through first, having a good interview, having your credentials together, getting with Articulate Your Value and letting us help you with your resume, your cover letter, your executive summary, your curriculum vitae, enhancing your LinkedIn profile. So that is the initial package. That's the initial presentation. From there, you have to interview well. You have to execute on what's on paper and communicating that to the recruiter and the hiring managers or the interviewing panel. And after that, now we've decided that this is all a good fit. Going back to the second video in the series, you clearly understand your points of leverage. And now we can begin to go to the table to negotiate. Now, for some people, this is very uncomfortable. Because again, you're just in that gray space or that gray area where it's like, I don't want to upset them and asking for anything beyond what they've offered me initially. You don't want to come across as a certain way. Well, I can say this. I have been a hiring manager for some time, and typically I like those people more that are going to negotiate. They're not going to take the first offer that I give them. And so you have to keep in mind, right, from a corporation perspective, it's business. It's business at the end of the day. And they're going to do what's best for the business. And so if they can get you at a rate or a salary that's lower than what they have to give you, then that's what they're going to give you. However, there's always room for negotiations. And if there isn't room for negotiations, then either you have to accept the salary or be fine with moving on. And that's where we go back to the leverage piece. And so if you have leverage, it doesn't matter. So if they say, all right, well, we can't do any better, then you're fine. You shake their hand, there's nothing personal, and you move on. So understanding your points of leverage. And, let's say you're giving an offer, and it's not where you're expecting it to be from a couple of different angles. From a salary perspective, it's not there. You want more paid time off. Also, you're looking at the annual incentives and bonuses for, different milestones that you achieve. And you just think across the board that this can be a better offer. Or there may not even be incentives and bonuses in this offer. And through your research, it's shown that positions or roles within this particular field offer bonuses. There may be a sign-on bonus that is typically given to people that accept these types of roles, and that's not listed. And so you go back to the drawing board and you begin to structure everything around what it is that you want within this offer that is not there. And I think, from your experience or your research, you should be able to do the knowledge and understand what's outlandish versus, okay, what do I think is competitive and what do I need to do this role? Because, at the end of the day, you're going to be putting in all these hours. You're going to be putting in the sweat equity. You're going to be making the sacrifices and the compromises with your family or on your personal time. And there's a weird psychology with jobs, and that sometimes you even dream about these jobs. And so you factor those things in to your decision and your counter offer that you are given. And then you submit it back to the recruiter. Chances are they'll say, hey, well, I'll have to take it back to the hiring manager to see what it is that we can do. And you just wait. Because again, if you've established those points of leverage, then you're not pressed. So, you approach it from that standpoint. And that's not being cocky. That's not being arrogant. That's just understanding the nature of the situation. And so, negotiations can go back. They may come back. It may not be exactly what you wanted. But if you've established that line to say, okay, well, baseline, this is what I have to have, and they meet that, and, they're able to meet you halfway on a couple of other things, then at that point you have to make a decision on, okay, well, I do see that they put forth the effort to make adjustments with the initial offer. And sometimes you get what you want. And then sometimes it may not come back exactly how you want. Nevertheless, I always firmly say to all of my clients, definitely negotiate if possible. And, that's going to show the commitment that the company is willing to make to you. And when you get into the company, that's going to increase the commitment and the level of effort that you're going to have towards the company. Because now I know that they have made it their business to, show that they really want me beyond what was initially offered. So definitely, with negotiations, do your homework and, ask questions. All of my clients that have come back to me and have had offers, I've reviewed their offers and I'll tell them if it's a good offer or not. And I'll tell them different things that they should ask for. And that's free of charge because you've already worked with me. I've helped you on the initial phases of your portfolio. And so I like to do that because also it gives me joy in knowing that I had a part to do with, helping you get to that point. And so I definitely would like to help you see it through. So again, lean on those points of leverage, know what you want, and don't be afraid to ask for it.